Hi guys, we're continuing on with our third part in the Unmanageable Event, Stress and Crisis mini-series here for Sojin Psychology. I'm Tara Boothby. I think you've seen me on our blog a time or two, maybe. So keeping in line with the question-orientated activity we did for the stress segment, we're going to go through a process of questions and just evaluation, some ways to get ourselves thinking about the crisis so that we can gain some momentum and power over what feels very unmanageable. If you want to pause and grab paper, go right ahead. So the first thing that we want to evaluate is, what are the 5 themes about the current crisis that are most distressing to you? Now, our current crisis, we have something in common right now, is just the global crisis. So if we're considering that specifically, there might be easy, grand, overarching themes, or maybe some sub-themes. So like the global economy, the COVID pandemic, American politics, so Canadian politics in general. Then there could be some other things like family, or our children. Maybe you have a personal crisis, a health issue that is also going on for you right now, that is addition to or much more distressing because of how our society is limited in its functioning. Whatever those 5 themes are for you, and just take as long as you need to really notice those top 5 themes. And as we're being aware of those themes, then we can also just notice how that has influenced our ability to make good decisions. What are the negative thoughts or feelings that are being associated with these themes? And what are maybe some of the negative coping strategies that we've been using? Common things that I'm hearing, and I'm sure you're hearing, of negative coping stances right now would be food, alcohol, overspending online, misuse or exaggerated use of our electronic devices. Some people are really withdrawing even further than usual. So there's some examples of maybe some negative ways of coping that might be going on for any of us due to these themes, crisis themes. So when we're considering crisis, we're considering stress and unmanageable decisions. One of the best pieces of advice is to go one day at a time. We want to keep things really simple and condensed in a real manageable and measurable way. Going one day at a time when we're doing very poorly is great advice. And so just for today, what can you say to yourself to keep yourself focused on making positive decisions? What statement can you say to yourself to ease the pain and discomfort that comes up for you when you notice any one of your crisis themes? My 2 basic questions that I go to when my anxiety gets off the hook is, number 1, what is going on for me just right now? And number 2, what can I do to feel better? Now, I might think of inappropriate coping stances like eating a liter of ice cream. But if I am noticing the pain and discomfort and I'm asking myself that question, what can I do to feel better? I might come up with some, colorful ideas, but I also am slowing myself down enough to come up with some other ideas like meditate, have a cup of coffee and just slow down, take an hour off of all of the tasks I'm trying to do and rest, write a to-do list. All these other ideas that can help us to feel like we're a part of the solution. And feeling like we're part of the solution when we're facing crisis is actually super important. So I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves, and do try to get some sun. Summer's going to be over sooner than we notice, and that's something else that's really, really good for our stress, our experience of crisis, our emotional well-being. Bye.